Hello boys, today we start our part 3 of our discussion on mensuration. Mensuration first part, we have got the concept of your circle, how we get area and circumference of circle. Second part, we have seen especially cylinder application. We have solved few questions, and today we are going to do cone. It's called a right circular cone, and here we are going to see fourth thing, why the formula comes, and maybe if I have time I'll solve one simple question, one or two, to clarify this concept. So if you are just watching this video, please see my part 1 and part 2, because maths is a continuation. You cannot start abruptly in part 3, you may not understand a lot of things. So class 10 I have made 2 videos few days back, and this is my third video on mensuration. Especially I concentrate on ICSE, but other board and all, they have this. And before I start, children, sphere used to be a part of our syllabus, but every type of question based on sphere in the revised syllabus we don't have. Hence I may not make a video on sphere. Now, so here it's called a right circular cone. So generally when you buy an ice cream, tricone, okay, cornetto, all those we have, it's a conical shape. Okay, so cone is how it is formed when you take a right angle triangle like this and you rotate it on this axis. Okay, so it becomes a cone. And from very small, I remember, you think about where you first encountered this hollow cone. Okay, we have solid cone also, hollow cone also we will see. You remember when we were children, birthday we used to have a birthday cap. Am I right? We used to put a conical different color, even you will see children. So 2 things you remember: birthday cake, birthday cap, and maybe some balloons. So that's what cone we are going to do, children. So cone we can also get if you have a folded paper just about this curved area. Okay, you take sector, I have already explained in 2 videos. Number 1, circle in geometry, and my first part of the video I told, if circle, if you take an area from the center, it's not segment, it's not chord. So if you want the full concept, see my geometry first part, circle. And circle, another thing I'll tell you in geometry, few theorems were removed last year, but they are added back. So I'll make some more on circle geometry part. So here I am talking about mensuration part. So this is a sector, don't confuse, this is a radius of the cone. This is here, the slant height is equal to the radius. Okay, so this is where we take a paper and we fold it. So you will get a cone. Okay, this part, what we call arc of that bigger circle, I could have called it R in fact. You should not get confused. So that becomes 2 pi r. Okay, this base of the cone, which is a circle. So cone, what we have ultimately, this is called vertex, children. This is the center of the circle. When you join this is called the height. Okay, and this is sideways, this is called slant height. So if I take it like this particular part, okay, so this is a right angle triangle, this is called slant height, this is called height, and this is called the radius of the base. Don't confuse with this radius, this is how we make. Okay, so these 2 radius, that's why I have differentiated. Now see here, first thing is how to get, and when you do sums, children, you need all this concept. Okay, so just I could have started, but I'll do the sums first after giving you concept. So remember, this is slant height. So if you see Pythagoras theorem, slant height on the basis of height and r in terms of h and r. So what we get by Pythagoras theorem, you can understand and later on copy, but you need to copy and practice, children. Okay, So first I'll give you concept few questions, then see solved example of the book. See, there are various things if you want to do nicely maths. There is, somebody said, I remember, no royal roads to mathematics. Means number one, I'm giving you concept. Number two, some questions to clarify your concept, which I hope I'll do in this video. Number three, see book solved example, how they are doing, how it is written. Give time, you solve again. I used to do that. Okay, you solve again the solved example without seeing, and if any doubt you see that, then go to unsolved example. And the final part, if you are preparing for ICSE, CBSE, anything, you need last year's specimen paper. There you see what is in syllabus. So syllabus you must see in the beginning of the book what it is said, like melting, recasting, what we call, I'll do few sum. You melt a cylinder, make a cone. Okay, since sphere is out, many questions were related with sphere. Okay, or cylinder is surmounted. This is called two concept question we will see. I have taught you cylinder. Cylinder is surmounted by a cone, like a circus tent you get. So we have this application, curved surface area. What will be the volume? I hope you have seen circus. In my time it was many circus we used to go and see, and lot of wild animals, but now you don't see. So these are application. Melting, you melt, recast, melt cone, make cylinder. Okay, you put one figure on another. So these are the application based which we will do later on. So remember, it has a huge practical application. Somebody was asking me, sir, what is the application of maths? So two things I will tell you. Mensuration and your arithmetic, GST, compound interest, all those things have huge application in life. And in fact, other branches you will see. So somebody asked US President, 16th US President Abraham Lincoln, why we study maths, what happens? Because he was solving that book I had talked, you will see in my earlier video. Euclid's book called Elements, I think 9 books. So he solved all that. Abraham Lincoln, he was very good in English. To bring a grammar book, he used to go so many miles, I heard. So his English was very good, and he was quite good in mathematics. So he said it, doing geometry, you will say, what is the use of geometry? Many boys, they ask me. So it aids your reasoning power. It helps you to think properly, children. Mathematical brain, you can think analytically, what we call. Okay, so maths, every branch is important, especially mensuration. When you buy a house, last year I think in class 9 I had taught, okay, super build area, carpet area, you will understand better because they are based on mensuration. Okay, so it has a huge application in our everyday life, whether you become a professor or a teacher or an engineer. If you don't become also, this part has an application. Okay, now, so first thing is by Pythagoras theorem. Why I have told you all this is so that you will get inspired, motivated to follow that. Okay, we need in our life even beyond class 10 and 12. By Pythagoras theorem, L square is h square plus r square. Hypotenuse square is radius square plus h square. So L is root over h square plus r square. Hypotenuse square is this square plus this square. So already my video is there in class 9, 4-5 videos on Pythagoras theorem. So first thing, children, we get slant height is root over h square plus r square. Now curved surface area we were talking. Okay, so just you copy. I'll pause the video and you copy, because I need to draw a diagram for that. So please pause the video and copy, and we come back. So here, children, we are going to find the curved surface area of a curve. Means this: if you have a paper, when you fold it, you get curved surface area. Okay, so you need, so we take a cone, as I told you, make with a paper, you cut it from here or here, and you open it, you will get a sector of the circle. So this base was the circumference of the circle, which is 2 pi r. So we cut it, we open it. You can try this experiment at home, you will get something like this. So this is, don't think, so this is not full circle, this is 2 pi r. No, this circle about we are talking. This won't be a full circle. Okay. So you will get like this, and the radius will be the slant height of the cone. Now, what we do, we cut this 8 pieces and we arrange it here like this. You can see my area. Okay, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. Now what you will see, children, that the breadth of the rectangle, this 2 pi r is the full circumference. So this side will be half, this side will be half pi r, and the length of the rectangle will be, length of the rectangle is pi r, and the breadth of the rectangle will be L, which is the slant height, not the length. L is the slant height of the cone. So what we get, curved surface area, see here, it is the area of this paper. So this will become a rectangle when the pieces are small. So area of a rectangle is L into B. What is length of this? Pi r, and what is B? L. Length into breadth. So pi r L, keep in your brain box. Pi r L is the curved surface area. Now down there is another circle. So what we will do, total surface area, pi r square. Down also we are adding pi r square plus pi r L. Curved surface area, see my cylinder video also, plus pi r L. Take pi r common, r plus L. This is total surface area, pi r, r plus L. This pi r L, curved surface area, down 1 pi r square. And last but not the least, before I end the class, volume of this cone. So what you see, you take a cone, fill it with sand, you take a cylinder, which I have already taught. You take a cylinder and try to put the sand or water over here. So basic idea is, take the cone, invert it, fill with sand, you put here. In what cylinder? The cylinder should have the same radius and same height, children. Same radius and same height as that of the cone. Now when you fill that sand or water, first time you fill it will become 1/3. Second time you fill it will be 1/3. Means you need 3 cones of same base and same height. Okay, same radius of the base to fill it over here. That means volume of a cone is 1/3 of volume of a cylinder. So in my earlier video, part 1, I have told you volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. How we have got? So this will be 1/3 pi r square h. Once more, we take 3 cones of same radius and same height, and we take a cylinder of same radius and same height. Either we put sand there and put here once, it will fill here 1/3. Again you take same cone with same radius and height as this cylinder, and again I pour the second time. Means volume is the space occupied, so it will fill 2/3. Means you need 3 times this to fill here, either water or sand, and then it will be full. Means cylinder with the same radius and same height as that of cone is thrice the volume of a cone. So just the opposite, volume of the cone will be 1/3 of the volume of the cylinder with same radius and height. Okay, so in the next part of the video, I'll be doing few basic sum in the part 2, where we will clarify all these 4 concepts. Slant height, root over h square plus r square. Curved surface area, pi r L, where L is the slant height. L is the slant height, remember that. L is not the length, L is the slant height. So curved surface area pi r L, and you can compare it with cylinder. Okay, cylinder is 2 pi r h. Remember, this is 2 pi r h. Total surface area of a cone is pi r, r plus L. Total surface area of a cylinder, if you remember, very similar. Okay, 2 pi r, r plus h. 2 pi r, r plus h. Okay, there we have height. Here we have slant height. And the last but not the least, volume of a cylinder is pi r square h, whereas cone is 1/3 pi r square h, because cone's volume is 1/3 of the volume of a cylinder whose radius of the base is same as that of cone, and height means this height, not slant height, is equal to this height of the cylinder. So here we have learned why the different formula we have for cone, and next we will do few sums to clarify the concept. Thank you children for watching this video. Please pause the video and copy.